Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a little Saturday vlog. I'm filming on November 1st and I wanted to do a video just being productive. I figured what better day to do it than the first of the month. This is just a super quick intro before we get out the house. I should also give you guys a rundown of the plan. So first, I actually already wrapped a Depop package that I sold, and I'll show you guys what that is right here. And next I don't know in what order yet, but I'm gonna go to a local library to print out some pages of like art and stuff I want to use for my scrapbook and junk journal. I am going to go to Walmart and I'm probably gonna go to the Indian grocery store also. Then when I come home, I'm gonna do some cooking, I'm gonna do some cleaning, I'm gonna do some organizing and probably some crafting. Might even take a trip to the gym later depending on how much energy I have. Oh my god, wait, also, I forgot the biggest part. I'm booking a trip. I'm booking a solo trip to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you don't know, I actually went to college in Pittsburgh. I lived there for 3 years. I haven't been back since graduating. I love that city so dearly. I'm a big Steelers fan and I was like, why not just go down for a game? So I'm also going to be booking a trip. There will be more to come on that. I'll do a whole video vlog once I'm actually in Pittsburgh, but we're also going to start the bookings for that trip today too. Okay, now we can actually move on. So we went to this place that we've always wanted to go to. It's called Java Joint and it's just like this cute, tiny little drive-through spot. I can't wait to try it. First I want to tell you, we went to that little coffee place. I got this small raspberry mocha. For some reason, my brain was not computing that mocha is coffee. I kept thinking hot chocolate for some reason. So when I sipped it, I was like, what? But it's actually so good. The flavor of the raspberry complements the coffee flavor so well. I want to give you guys a little haul of what I got at Walmart and what I got at the Indian grocery store. And then I'm going to show you some of these scrapbook prints that I did at the library as well. It feels like really weird that I have groceries in my room, but I guess I just want to show you quick what I got. I got these parathas that are frozen. They say less oil. And I got this Nanak brand of paneer. $14 in total for both of these is a pretty good price for where I live. I am gonna make a curry tonight. If you saw like my latest short/TikTok, I tried some of the new Too Good To Go bags. If you don't know what Too Good To Go is, it is an app that connects you with restaurants, bakeries, grocery stores, whatever. And they sell mystery bags of some of their stuff that is about to expire and you get it at a discounted price and it's actually really fun and exciting. Whole Foods participates in it, I think nationally, don't quote me on that, but there was always a prepared foods bag and a bakery bag, but now they've just released a bunch more. I got the new produce bag and with the kale, I decided to try to make curry. So you may have heard of like saag paneer, which is one of my favorite Indian curries. And I was like, can I make it with kale? And the internet was like, yeah, of course. I'm gonna make it again. That's what the paneer block is for. And then I went to Walmart. I spent like 50 bucks at Walmart. It was a little bit more than I thought, but the whole point of this trip was I'm starting to slowly stock up on things I'm gonna need for my apartment. And so I wanted to begin with like some cleaning supplies that are not gonna expire by the time I am moving. But first, I got a little bin to put everything in. I got this scrubbing brush. I got a floss. I got a small dish soap, some toothpaste, a pack of Clorox wipes, even though I'm definitely gonna need more, but we gotta start somewhere. And let me tell you guys, this is an essential for me, these little toothbrush covers. I have these little flushable toilet wipes. And then just a little bit more cleaning supplies. This is Walmart brand Windex, but I got it because it's the cheapest. It's like $2. And then also Walmart brand, just like all-purpose cleaner with bleach. Because personally, I don't subscribe to like the whole idea of having different fancy cleaners for everything in your house. I mean, whoa. I mean, where did that sandy country accent come from? 2 food items. I got some Caesar dressing. The biggest reason I went to Walmart and not Target, 'cause I hate Walmart to be honest with you, is I wanted to get this chicken sausage. I don't know if they even sell this at other grocery stores. They probably do, but I had this from Walmart before and I really liked it. This bag costs like $11. So that was literally like a fifth of all the money I spent, which is crazy. But again, protein, I'm really trying to lock in terms of like my health and diet goals. So I'm like, even if the pure protein stuff that I need in terms of like a literal rotisserie chicken, like sausages, whatever, even if it's a little more expensive than the stuff I usually like to buy, I'm thinking like a couple bucks more, you know, when I go to the grocery store is worth it more to me than not having the protein that I need and like not meeting my diet needs and diet goals that I've set for myself. So I've decided that's like a sacrifice sort of worth making. I also want to show you some of the stuff I printed for my scrapbook. So I went to the library. It has taken me months to get there. And actually I couldn't even print a whole part of my documents because I didn't have enough money. I realized they didn't accept bills above $10 and I had a 20 that I wanted to use. So I just had to use like the coins that I brought because I did bring my coin purse, but I spent all my coins the last time I went to the library and accidentally printed everything in black and white. But I digress. I've done a little video about this before. I print a lot of stuff just straight off of like Canva and also Pinterest. Don't do this if you're going to sell these items. Like that's not legal. I just do this for my personal use, just for funsies. So I just take pictures, I copy and paste them onto a Google Doc and I format them and then I just go print them out. It takes ages to do this, like copying all the pictures, arranging them so that they fit, they're a size that you like. So I got some things that are just gonna be like whole backgrounds for my scrapbook, and then other things that I'm going to cut out and kind of use as stickers. So like this page is a good example of that. This also takes forever, like using my scissors and literally hand cutting all this stuff out. This one is really cute. So yeah, I am glad that I got there and finally got to do this. I haven't scrapbooked in a while, but I've been really meaning to do it. And actually another thing that's on my list today, I want to organize my scrapbooking stuff. So this will all go hand in hand and then I can finally relax and actually do it. So we've graduated to my shaky hand holding the camera, but I am going to start cutting out some of these scrapbooking prints I did. So I'm just gonna low-key put on a YouTube video in the background and cut these out for probably like at least an hour. So I'll see you guys once I make some good progress on these because this is gonna take forever. I have been sitting here cutting stuff out for like an hour. As you can see, I have just like a bunch of little stickers essentially is what they'll be used as. Then over here, I have some of the bigger like backgrounds, I guess, is what I'll be using these papers for. I still have so many more things to cut up. I think I'm gonna take a break from this and make a salad for lunch. Okay, so this is gonna be basic AF, but I have my rotisserie chicken. Then I have this lettuce that came in our Too Good To Go bag that I need to use up. I have like literally a teaspoon of this Parmesan cheese that I'm just gonna put on. And then I bought this Newman's Own dressing, so I'm just gonna put this together. Finished product. I know this doesn't look very appetizing, but it's gonna be very tasty. So I'm back. I just had the salad. It was delicious. Love the Newman's Own dressing because I'm pretty sure when McDonald's used to have salads, that was like the dressing they gave. I don't know. I've just always liked it and it kind of makes me nostalgic in a really weird way. Now I'm going to flip the camera around and show you. I'm gonna watch Hoarders on YouTube. If you know, you know. Here's like the sticker things I showed before that I'm cutting out. So next, I'm gonna organize my scrapbooking stuff. And basically it is this bag, this Lululemon bag. And then I have some stuff there. It's kind of like markers. Oh my God. And then I have this entire top drawer of this plastic organizer. I have some folders of stuff. Sorry, that wasn't focused, but I have some folders of stuff and then other things in this plastic bin inside of the bigger plastic bin. I have more recently been putting stuff in this little wooden, this is actually like an old fruit crate, which I love. But as you can see, it's kind of stuffed with just scraps and junk. I most importantly want to make sure all this crap is organized too, so it's not just sitting there in a heap. New angle unlocked. This is actually not bad. Sitting here, I kind of don't mind the view that you guys are getting. I mean, like the light in the background might be slightly annoying. It's so bright in my room, it's kind of like giving me ick today, which is a strange problem to have. Usually I like it being well lit, but I'm just like, I think I'm getting overwhelmed too because of how much I've been doing today so far, but also like I'm just forcing myself to do it at this point. Like I've been trying to do this next step, organizing the scrapbook stuff for like ages and I've been putting it off and it's been making me not want to scrapbook either, which is obviously annoying. By the way, my jingly jangly bracelets, I love these. Wait, is that already getting tarnished though? I'm not a big bracelets person, but they're so cute. I'm a silver girl through and through. The most important thing is organizing the Just actual scraps themselves and all the papers. What I've been doing is I have most things in little paper folders. Everything is clearly overflowing. It's hard to see on camera, but the way that this plastic is, it like is supposed to mess with your eyes. There you go. I think you could see it on film. Isn't that weird? It like screws me up every time I look at it. I should just get rid of this. I think I either need more folders or I need something sturdier to keep these in because yeah, they're just overflowing. So first I'm going to take all the papers out of the folders and make some piles. And then what's to come, this whole Lululemon bag is kind of freaking heavy. It's filled with, again, like little papers I've already cut up kind of like this, and also actual sticker sheets. All right, so it took me 10 minutes literally just to put everything in roughly organized piles. This is like bags of stickers. This is some stuff that I still have to like cut up from magazines, and I didn't even go through this stuff yet. Here's scraps of paper. Sorry, my socked foot, but this aren't these cute socks, by the way. Anyways, these are like bigger little cutouts of paper or paper scraps. These are things I could use as like full backgrounds for scrap pages. Here's a random bag. I don't know. These are like little posters slash pictures, I guess. And then these are my tiny little paper cutouts. I used to just store them, as you could see, in a bag like that with other bags inside. That's things I'll need to cut out still. This is another pile of stickers, and this is like kind of my pile of actual junk. I'm definitely not overwhelmed right now. This is in no way overwhelming to me to have to do. I have all this extra room left in my bookcase, and this fits in here really well. So I'm kind of thinking, fill some folders of paper or stickers. I don't know how I'm gonna figure it out yet, but I am gonna keep them next to the magazines here. Okay, so this is now the progress. I have all of the junk just moved on top of this container. These are still tiny little sticker cutouts and then some bigger pages of things to cut out. And then this is all stickers pretty much. That's a pile of things that are actually gonna go elsewhere. Those are 2 empty folders yet that I can use for some stickers. Don't mind the pillow. I was sitting on it because my back started really hurting all of a sudden, and it still hurts. So I'm actually gonna take some pain medicine and take a break. But I am actually really happy with my progress. So I don't know if you guys are 90s video game aficionados, but the game I'm gonna play, by the way, is Twisted Metal 2 on PS2. This is one of my favorite video games of all time. I play this character. Basically, it's just a combat game where you drive around and like attack other cars with weapons you pick up on the map. And this is Twisted Metal 2 World Tour. So the first level's LA, next is like Moscow, then Paris, etc. And so I can't play it one-handed, but you drive around and there's a guy, and then you have to go and like collect weapons. There's a weapon in here, but I can't shoot the box because I'm holding my phone. But I'm gonna play this until I get tired of it and need to start cleaning again. All right, we're all done. I'm really happy that I finally organized this stuff today. My back still really hurts. I'm gonna take a little bit more Advil, and then I'm kind of thinking of just taking a walk on the treadmill just at home. And I feel like just ick from cleaning too. I don't know if you guys ever feel like this. Yeah, sometimes it gets overwhelming to just have like everything out, like on the floor, like on your bed, or just in the whole room. The rest of the day, I'm really just going to focus on relaxing and chilling out. I'll probably continue the vlog a little bit longer, but at this point I'm a little burnt out, but it's okay because I did a lot of things that I've been putting off. Sorry in advance for my shaking hand. It is the next day. I did not finish the vlog yesterday. My apologies. I'm kind of just moving everything I wanted to do yesterday to today. I'm gonna go for a hike because I figure, you know what, like, why would I go to the gym and do the elliptical when I would like burn the same amount of calories as a hike? When I do a hike, I actually feel accomplished. I like climb the top of a mountain, you know, and it's a lot more enjoyable for me. So I'm gonna go do a hike. I'll vlog a little bit while I'm there, and then when I come home, I am finally making the curry because it's Sunday. It's football Sunday, Steelers Sunday. I should say Steelers Sunday. So I'm gonna have something good to eat for the game. I'll see you guys at the base of the mountain. I'm beginning the first ascent, which makes this sound a lot more intense than it is. I do the main trail and then like the next hardest like offshoot from it at the top. I'll show you guys some of the views as we continue along. All right, I'm going up there. You guys see the buck? He's running away, but it's a buck. There's a lot of deer friends on this trail. So I made it to what I consider the 1/4 way part of my hike. I'm halfway through the main trail, and this is where this blue trail behind me begins. So we're going even higher up the mountain, but I like this trail because it's a lot less traveled and just like moderately difficult. All right, so in case you're wondering, it's like 10 a.m. I already burnt like 900 calories so far for the whole day, which is pretty encouraging. I'm at the top of like my second trail that I do. So basically I'm gonna head back now and just keep showing you guys some cool stuff. Actually, where this trail ends, this is like where they cut through the mountain to put the power lines through. So actually, let me show you. We'll walk up here together, just a couple of steps. Get loaded that. I mean, it would be a lot prettier if it weren't power lines here. If it were just a beautiful clearing, but I think it's nice and peaceful nonetheless. So I'm gonna drink some water and then get moving. We're approaching one of the nicest parts of the trail. We got all these big boulders here. I just finished the hike because you could tell I'm a little raggedy. I had a great time. I burned 1,100 calories already for the day, and it is 10:44 a.m. so hell yeah. Rough chopped a bunch of veggies. These are pretty much all on their last leg, but I have an onion and a half, I have some garlic cloves, I got some tomato and a jalapeno. And again, I'm making this with this kale I got from Too Good To Go. So I have half this bag that I already ate, and I have this entire other bag. I am going to start to fry the vegetables up in ghee. I'm also going to season it with salt. I'm gonna just start adding the kale a little bit at a time so it can begin to cook down. Okay, putting the lid on to kind of steam the kale as I go to help it cook quicker. My pot is like maybe 3/4 of the way full, but I only have this much left, so I think I'm just gonna add it all and hope for the best because I do have a lot of paneer that we will like need sauce for. I put this up in my old friend the Ninja. Now I am basically gonna add the rest of the ingredients, and after all that, this is how much sauce I'm left with. About maybe 1/3 of the pot full. So not as much as you would think with all of those greens. Got to film at the end of this, but here is the sag paneer. And then here is this paratha that I got frozen yesterday at the Indian store, and it looks pretty good. And like, yes, I'm literally sitting on the couch. I'm about to watch the Steelers, so I'm gonna lock in. Okay, last angle and part of the house unlocked for this video. But I'm updating this in the dark to tell you guys I just booked my trip to Pittsburgh. I have never done anything like this before in my life. I've traveled internationally. I've lived away for college, but I have never had like a solo trip. So I booked my trip. I booked the flight and I booked my stay. I didn't purchase my game ticket yet because I am going for the Steelers game, but I'm waiting closer till the game. But I have the main bones of the trip booked, and I just can't be more elated right now. So I wanted to do that before I sign off on this vlog for good. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!